Nice, finally. Or no? Yes, I fixed YouTube. Finally. Okay, so it looks like it is working just fine for now. Again, I have some issues with release. For the last like 3 weeks, I have too many issues with new deploys. I'm not sure what to do with it because I already recently implemented a new deploy system recently, but looks like it's never enough. Or maybe I'm still doing something wrong. I'm not sure about it. Maybe I need to implement some new rules for always successful releases, or maybe it's fine that it's getting broken sometimes. Even after such small task, it still has some errors. But it looks like a very, very small mistake, by the way. Yeah, I need to implement this page as well. And it feels like this feature is broken. I think I need to double check it, because I never see that this thing works actually since I build it. It definitely has some problems. I think I need to start working on second task. Yeah, this feature is very raw. I need to change it completely because it's very dumb for now. Opportunities is not bad, but a little bit messy. Yeah, very messy and broken. Needs to be improved as well today. This page is not that bad. Maybe need to be improved, but not today. This is raw as hell. Hmm.
think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack.
Oh, hello, Saturn. I'm building a marketplace for game-related services, such as game boosting, game accounts, in-game currency, coaching, and like basically everything related to the gaming. Because I'm doing it for a few years, and now like I started this website about 3 months ago, and now I have some orders. I have almost 200 registered users and more than 30 sellers with offers and 600 offers, but like out of them I have about 500. So these 30 sellers, they have about like 100 offers, and I have a fully working website right now, and only two problems. First problem is lack of sellers, and second problem is lack of customers. So I'm basically working on these two tasks right now because I have a lot of new users. During the past 2 weeks I have about like 5 new users per day, maybe sometimes more, sometimes less, but like basically everything is working. Payment system is already working, and right now I'm implementing a streamer mode to roam through the admin page without any limitations. And after that I'm heading to other features which are like basically broken right now, especially it's gold in World of Warcraft and other games, and I need to build. I need to fix this feature and a few more, and then I will be working on most important tasks such as gaining more customers. Because if you check my listings page, I have pretty much like a lot of listings from many different sellers, but I have very few customers. Like I have basically like about 10 orders during past few months, and I need to attract more customers to my marketplace because I have enough sellers for now, but not enough customers. That looks great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to make it look as like as dopamine and as easy as it's possible because I'm doing game boosting services for more than 4 years now, and I kind of understand the main problems of current most popular marketplaces. Like they have a lot of sellers, they have like crazy amount of customers, but their system is very outdated, you know. And I'm trying to implement as many new features for sellers as possible, and not only for sellers, for customers too. But for sellers, I have a very easy create listing step, because if you compare this create listing page to another marketplace, like this one is one of the best on the market, because it's very easy to create new listings, to maintain them, and more of it, you can see all the analytics. Like, let me show you. I just don't want to show like sensitive information, you know. But on this page, you can see how many views you're getting, your conversion rate, and you can even see checkouts. Like you can see who is trying to order your listing and why they stopped, and you can contact them, for example. Like you can monitor basically everything related to your listings, like it's a small store inside marketplace. And I think you have good user stats for 3 months. Yeah, and you know, let me check something. I think I can show you registrations. That, let me check it. Yeah, so this is my main page, which I'm using to track new users and sellers. And as you can see, I have a very nice spike like 4 days ago, and I have a new record. 4 days ago, I had 10 new registered users in one day. And like some of them are guests, because I have a feature when you can contact any seller without creating your own account. Like you don't need to register a full account. You can just type in your email and you can contact any sellers, and it will like create a guest account for you. So that's why I have 11 guests, and like basically I have 85 new users during the past 30 days. So it's a new record for me. And every day it's like, if you see 3 months ago, I barely have any new users, like one, maybe two users. And last few days are very nice. Yeah, like 10 new and just one guest. How are you doing the marketing? Like most of them are coming from Google. Like I'm just trying to improve SEO, because if you Google like something like World of Warcraft Gold or World of Warcraft accounts, like there is tiny chance that you can find my marketplace. But and my like organic traffic is getting huge and huge every day. And like I have right now I have more than 800 games, and I'm using less popular games to get more traffic, because it's very hard to find customers from Destiny listings or World of Warcraft listings, but it's easy to find new people from less popular games and threads like Roblox games. As you can see, I added Roblox pages for many different games, and some of them have a lot of players, but if you Google this game, like in Google search, you can barely find any. So I'm using like less popular games to attract more people. Yeah, classic SEO. And for the past, I guess, 2 weeks, I have a lot of customers from ChatGPT. I don't know why, but I optimized the website for most popular AIs like ChatGPT and Google Gemini. And ChatGPT is working very well for me, because out of like 20 last users, about 10 of them came from ChatGPT. So they basically asking ChatGPT, like, tell me new, like, fast-growing marketplaces, or tell me marketplace where there are a lot of space for new sellers. And in most cases, ChatGPT is like showing them my website. Yes, and like I can't show you yet. I just need to implement a streamer mode, and when streamer mode will be done, I can show you that some days are like ChatGPT bringing more customers than Google. I don't know how it worked, but like usually Google is bringing more, and but if you check how many of people who visited website created an account, ChatGPT is a winner for the past 2 weeks. And I think I need to improve it. Like my website is open as possible for AIs, but I think I need to do more work in that direction. So AIs will be like, it will be easier for any AI, especially for ChatGPT, to find my website and show it to people who are interested about it. I also have an affiliate program created for people who have their own traffic, but it's not working yet because I don't have any affiliates. But I have very huge plans for this, because recently, about like a week ago, I created calculator forms for most popular games like Brawl Stars, like Overwatch, like Dota, Counter-Strike, if you know, even Rocket League. And now any user, like any seller, they can create their own calculator. So it's very easy for customers to check prices right away and order right away. I can show you an example from my listing. Let me show it to you. Why it's not loading? Okay, so it's because it's doing some work with VPS, I guess, so it's a little bit laggy. Yeah, so you can get a quote right away without contacting a seller. You don't need to type like, hi bro, my rank is like warrior 3. I would like to reach like Legend 5, can you tell me the price? Like now it's much easier and faster. And you can set up in listing settings, you can choose how to like buyer order mode. You can do it instantly, so you don't need to confirm it, or you can ask a seller for confirmation. So like potential customer will fulfill the form and send it to seller for confirmation. And like if seller would like to increase the price or he's busy, he can just reply right in messages directly to the customer. Like basically I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible for both for sellers and for buyers. Are there any similar sites out there already, or you're the first one? Like in general, there are many websites which exist for more than 20 years or more than 10 years. Like they're giants. They took the market. But if you compare them to my website, I have like cons and pros, you know. Their websites, they have a lot of traffic because they have a lot of sellers for many years and they have a lot of customers. So basically like these are two my problems, because my marketplace is very new. It was created like only 4 months ago. But if you compare features, I don't know any websites which has same features as mine, to be honest with you. Like maybe there are some websites, but I never see a website with same features as mine has. Because for example, you never can choose how to add fee. Like on my website you can decide is fees included or is it added on top. Yeah, for example, if you check another marketplaces for gamers, it's never like, usually it's never a feature. Like you can decide how to create prices for your listings. And more of it, I have like import listings. For example, if you're a large seller and you have a lot of listings, like you have hundreds of accounts or you have hundreds of listings in general for many different games, you don't need to add them like by hand one by one. You can just use easy importer and import up to 100 listings at a time, or you can import even more. Got it. I think you'll have customers soon. You're very early stage. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. I hope to I already have about 10 orders on my platform, but I'm trying to have orders every day, because last order was about a week ago, I guess. Maybe more than 2 weeks ago. I have some orders outside the platform, but I'm trying to improve platform to get everyday listings on it. And by the way, last order was about this game. This game is very popular in the US and Japan, but it has very limited offers. Like it exists only on a few websites. And basically I have like pretty much enough sellers, like 33 with active listings, and like the main problem is the customers. I don't know why, but it's easier to attract sellers than customers at this point. Yeah, baseball, MLB, this show 26. I'm getting requests for this game boosts sometimes, because demand is high, but very few listings available. in the Google. So I'm trying to find games with low competition but high demand. I think they work out the best for me. And again, I have a problem with the new deploy. I don't know why, but my deploy is getting broken almost every time when I'm implementing something. And I already like change it a few times. I improve it. There was like a 10-hour work on it, but still it's a weak point. I think I need to work more of it, because even if I make a small implementation, like a very small feature, it's getting broken. As you can see, the work took about like 10 minutes, and all the time it's just trying to fix the release to the server. So it's basically the weak point. Are you doing this full time? No, not at all. Like, I'm doing boosting services for full time, but on marketplace I'm working only a few hours per day. Sometimes 1 hour, sometimes like 6 hours. But my codex is working like almost 24 hours per day, because when I'm not working on website directly, I'm just given large tasks to codex, and it's working all day long. Like tomorrow, or I mean a few days ago, I gave it a large task, and it was working more than 12 hours on one task, because like I have too many features, and if I'm given large tasks, it may take about like 9 or 10 hours to be done. The beauty of agentic coding. Is it amazing? Is your employee. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable, because without it, I think I could never create a website like this. Like, basically never. Because I'm too dumb in coding, and without like codex or cloud code, it would be impossible to build something like this. It's true. This thing is like a 1,000 times more intelligent than me, more smarter. So basically, I'm just waiting for new deploy. Then it should implement a streamer mode, and I will show you a lot of interesting pages in admin area. For now, I just don't want to open it, because there are a lot of sensitive information, including like users' emails, some sort of financial information, and I just need to wait until this deployment is successfully done. Then I will roam through the admin and start working on second feature. I think I need to fix this feature, because I created it about 2 weeks ago and it never worked since the creation. It's just basically broken. But I think this feature have to be done. And fulfillment page is very interesting in future because I just started working on price calculators recently, and I want to make this feature very huge. Like, I can tell you a few ideas if you want. Yeah, we can't trust the code fully. It can break, so it ain't fully reliable. Yeah, but it's still like 1,000 times smarter than me, you know? And I care about safety a lot. Like, I have agents markdown file, and I made it as safe as possible because, like, when I started, it was very dangerous. But now I think it's like safety doesn't depend only on the code, you know. I think safety more depends on the structure, like on our architecture of your project. And I'm working on improving architecture because if you have right structure, it's very hard to fuck up the safety, I think. And without codex, like, my website would never exist. So yeah, it helped us with fast through. Yeah, but it's true. By the way, do you use like codex, or do you know like any program languages? Are you like experienced developer or something? And what do you think about codex and cloud code? Oh, you use cloud code, software developer. That's nice. I stopped using cloud code like a few weeks ago. I still have active sub, but I just like sticked to the codex because for me it's like it's cheaper, and in most cases it's more reliable because when I'm working with cloud code, sometimes maybe I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure about it, but sometimes it it makes like too many mistakes, which codex never doing. I haven't used codex, which is better. For me, codex is better 100% because it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's more reliable. Like, for example, when I work with cloud code, it can make a stupid CSS like CSS error like 5 times. For example, I'm just telling him like remove this button, yeah? And cloud code telling me this button is removed. I'm making a deploy, but button is still here, and it can be repeated like 5 times in a row, you know. And I'm getting mad. And when I'm like, and then I'm closing cloud code, I'm heading to like codex. I'm telling codex remove this button, like 5 minutes, and button is removed. And I never have such small stupid problems with codex. Yeah, always verify it. Yeah, and like cloud code was very nice maybe like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. But then when I started having problems with it, and then Codex showed up, like I completely switched to Codex. Like I fall in love with Codex because I almost never run out of limits in it. You know, when you just started working, like around 1 hour, and bam, and cloud code is out of limits, and you cannot do anything with it, and you just forced to move to Codex because it's cheaper in general. Are you a developer? Like, uh, I knew only HTML, like basic HTML, basic CSS, and basic PHP. Like, I can't call myself a developer because without Codex, I cannot build anything like harder than a basic website on WordPress. You know, WordPress is my highest level. So like, I'm very dumb in coding without Codex. like I do know something about like structure, about like basic safety, about servers, about protection, yeah, from like DDoS or something, but I'm not a developer because it's too hard for me to translate program languages to code without AI. Like I'm only using AI and I'm just trying to use it as safe as possible. Like I'm trying to learn about like network safety, about safe structure, how to use VPS, how to deploy safely, and all these kind of things, you know. But everything related to the coding, I'm just give it to Codex. This is so cool. We were able to make this via Codex. Thank you. Which is great, but I don't know how I feel about all this in general. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about AI coding? Because you as a developer might be like skeptical about it, right? And you might be afraid that you can lose your job, but I think that if you use it instead of being afraid of it, you have a bigger future in IT and with your job. Because, for example, I know a lot of developers who are afraid because of it, because they think like AI might replace them. But I think like they shouldn't be afraid of it. They just need to start using it more wisely, you know, and they will never they will never lose their job or their like they just need to change. I don't know how to say, because I'm not a developer, yeah, but I think you should understand what I'm saying about. I'm not really afraid about the job part. I'm just thinking about all the creativity and products that will be out there. Too many options. How does one stand out? Well, I think like that's the market will decide. If market needs, like if society, if people, like if businesses have some problems, and if they can fulfill those problems with AI created products like this, I think like it should be fine, you know. I already have like almost $300 revenue from this platform, and it is growing every day. So if market needs my website, if sellers need it and customers, then why not? I think like you can only see the results and like move based to these results. No, I think like, you know, like you can, it's true, but copycats, you can duplicate it, but you can't duplicate the customer's base, and you can't duplicate seller's base. For example, you can create the same website like I do in about 5, maybe 10 hours, like with basic features, right? But uh, where you will get the customers, how you will make it a successful website with $1 million revenue, you know? Like what if you try to duplicate Facebook or Google or like, I don't know, any top tier websites? You can create like basically a clone of Telegram or clone of Discord, but how to make money with it? I think that's the key, and like that's the point. You need to make money with it. Your products need to fulfill the market needs, because otherwise it's just useless thing, you know. I think many people are using Codex and similar things just to create like games like Snake or some useless programs, some like useless apps for iPhone, like task apps or something like this, you know. in this case, yeah, if you can't make money with your product, then it has no sense to create it. But if your product is helping people and you can make money with it, for example, if you work with medicine, like with health industry, you can create an app to cure people, to help them improve their health. And if you know how to monetize it, how to make money of it, then you are doing a good thing, you know. And it can be in any sphere of life. But in future, AI can get really, really smart. And what if he codes things as superior as an entire Instagram app in one day? Yeah, like you can create an Instagram, but who will use it? Like everyone will stay in the original Instagram. Like you can create basically any website, but you can create like a customers for it. You can't create a money, you know, you can't print money, unfortunately. So I think like AI is meant to be used when it comes to real life problems. For example, why I created this website? Because I know the pain of sellers and pain of customers, and like most popular websites, like game marketplace, they kind of stuck in 2010 year, you know. Just an example, we will never be unique. I kind of hate that. Yeah, I understand. If you was a dev without AI coding like era, it's kind of hard. I understand, but I think it always happens. Like, you know, before cars were invented by Henry Ford or someone, the people were using horses. And when he invented the car, everyone was telling like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, those cars, they will leave us jobless. They will like move our like, you understand what I'm talking about, right? Like, and it happens all the time, even like for developers, like 20 years ago or maybe 30 years ago, there was no programs like Visual Studio. There were no compilers for code. Like it happens all of the time. If you check the history, such things as AI isn't something new. It's just like a revolution, you know. And when like revolution happens, it can keep many people behind. But I think it will keep only those who aren't fit, like who doesn't fit anymore, and who is not doing something to fit in the market. Like, if you know how to use AI, how to sell it to the people, if you can make money off of it, then like you should be fine. For example, like Sam Altman, he just invented this thing and he has billions of dollars. Yeah, you have the founder perspective and knowledge about the subject, and that's the differentiation. Yeah, I think you just don't need to be afraid of it. You just need to think how to use it to help people and how to make money of it. Because as I know, like I'm not working in pharma and I'm not related to pharma, but I think AI should do like the best results in pharma industry, because it can find the ways like 10,000 times faster than human. It can find like how to cure cancer, you know. It can find how to cure like some illness which we doesn't know how to cure yet. So chase what you like and you're good at. Yeah, basically, I think that's the point. And do not be afraid of the technologies. You kind of look like a very young Sam Altman, or I'm just hallucinating. Thank you, man. I'm just trying my best. trying my best to fulfill the market needs and to make money off of it, to be honest. So I'm pretty basic, and I just love people like Sam Altman and like Steve Jobs and all these kinds of people who are not afraid to create something new. Even though I'm not a big fan of Apple, like I'm using Android phone, but I always trying to admit their achievements, because I think I love Apple. Yeah, I stopped using Apple because their ecosystem is too closed. Like, I prefer Android, where you have all the access to your phone, where you can do whatever you want without any limitations. Like, that's why I'm using Windows and I'm using Android, and like I'm just I like open systems, open ecosystems, because when you can't do something like on MacBook or something, it's making me frustrated. But they work real well, so smooth, and I never face any issues. Hardware software, yeah, that's true, but because of the limits, and because their ecosystem is closed, like I don't like these facts. But I can't admit that they're great, They are very optimized. They have a lot of pros compared to Windows, but I'm still stuck forever to systems like Windows and similar. But makes it more secure, I feel. I'm not sure about it. I think it like almost the same security level, because, for example, in my phone, in Samsung, it has like a second CPU just for safety. Like in Apple, as I know, there are like one CPU, and part of it is only for safety. And here in Samsung, it has two CPUs, like two processors, basically. And one CPU is a regular CPU, and second CPU is just to control everything, like everything on device. So it's like pretty similar. If you compare like Apple safety and Samsung safety, like you can't find like very big difference between them. Both of them are very secured and very hard to hack. But if you have millions of dollars, you can hack everything. You can hack any iPhone, you can hack any Samsung phone. It's just a matter of money and how much someone wants to hack you, The same thing I can tell about any MacBook, any Windows computer. Something I'll research more. Yeah, because if you research, you will find out that like nowadays safety is pretty similar, because I did my research last time a few days ago. I was comparing iPhone's like safety system to Android, and like if you check it like step by step, you will find out that it is almost similar. Like it both has like cons and pros. Fuck, it's working on deploy for more than 1 hour. This is crazy. I need to do something with deployment system, because this deployment system is a mess. Even though I completely reworked it a few days ago. Like as I told you, I was working, like Codex was working more than 10 hours on deployment system rework, and it still got stuck on this. It's very strange. Yeah, and it was just like one task. Like I I told Codex to completely change deployment system, and I gave it my VPS credentials so it could connect to my server and do all the work directly on the server too. And by the way, that's why my development speed up like 10 times, because before, like maybe like 1 week ago, I never gave Codex access to my servers. But a few days ago, I started giving it like full access to my servers, and after that, my work speed improved like 10 times at least, because it can connect to server, it can check all the logs, all the information, and then work based on this information. And this is a complete loop, because when you need to deploy it yourself by hand, it can't do any work on the server. And if you give it access to the server, it creates a full development loop, you know. It is just deploying the code, it's checking all the mistakes, all the problems, and then it start to work on the fix, and then it repeats, and it can repeat like tens of times. That's why like it can took 10 hours or even more than 10 hours for one task. What if you become a millionaire? Just imagine, just you and Codex. What do you mean? Like, that's the point of my work, or what do you mean? I just want to create more things. If I became like a millionaire, I just want to move forward, move further in development, because I believe that money is a tool, and if you have more money, then you have more tools to improve the world and to create more things. Wouldn't have been possible 10 years ago back. I'm Justin. Yeah, man, me too. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but it's our reality. And more of it, I'm afraid of future, because if this thing is so smart, it's basically freaking smart. What it will become in like just 1 year from today, like 1 year later, it will be like a few more times more intelligent, like just in 1 year from now. But what will happen in 2 years, 3 years? This is like this when it getting scary for me. Like it's really scary, because if this thing is like for now, I'm not sure, but I think nowadays AI networks, they can self-improve. For example, like cloud, all the cloud code developers, they are saying that they're not typing code anymore, so they just basically using cloud code to improve the current cloud code. And same thing is happening, I guess, to all AIs, like to ChatGPT, to Grok, and like all other AIs. Highly possible. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, so basically they're not coding anymore. Even developers of these like AIs, they're not coding at all. They're just using this tool, and they just like, as I know, do you know Kimi? Like Kimi is Chinese AI, which became very smart a few weeks ago, and they like openly tell that they just given a task like improve yourself, and they leave it for 1 day, and 1 day after, 1 day later, it shows better results. Isn't it like mind-blowing? I think it's crazy, because they can just tell them like, keep on improving, like keep on improving yourself, and leave it as it is. The only safe job right now is being a farmer. Yeah, farmer or plumber or or dentist or surgeon, but even I think even surgeons are at risk. 5 years later, I think AI robots will perform heart operations. I know it sounds crazy, but I think one day, like AI might replace even a surgeon's drones. Yeah, drones are replacing delivery drivers already. So delivery drivers are preparing. But I think by the end of the day, like I believe will be in a Marvel movie. I need a Marvel movie. Yeah, fucking fantasy movie. I believe that all the people like who will lose their jobs because of AI, I believe they will find another better job because at the same time it should like AI should create more jobs. You know, if some people lose it, like a few months later, they might be able to find a new job, and I think though, like that job, like might be created by AI. Elon Musk said you won't have to work anymore. I don't really believe him because he always said that in 10 years there will be like no reason, like there will be no money in 10 years. He just told that a few weeks ago, but I think like there still will be money in like 10 years and 50 years later. I think there always will be money, but maybe like the world will change completely, but I think money like still will be a thing because it's very easy for him to say that there will be no money in 10 years because he's the richest guy in the world. Of course he can say that. He can say a lot of different things. But it doesn't necessarily means that it is true because like he's very talented guy, but he did like many mistakes during his career, so everyone makes mistakes. Why is it taking so long? I think I need to improve deployment system. I need to create more rules for agents markdown file because it's taking crazy long time. Too long. It's getting out of hand because one task took about like 10 minutes to implement, and all the rest time is just trying to deploy it to the server. I think I need to fix it. By the way, I've tried to implement a media hub for content creators, but I'm having hard time to find YouTubers for that because I believe this system is very profitable for them, but it's just hard to start a snowball. Yeah, I'm trying to DM them, but like it's very hard anyway because it takes a lot of time to find new YouTubers. like, and connect with them. I've tried to fix that problem, and I created a scout hub, a hub for scouts who can find YouTubers and earn like a percent of recruited YouTubers. Yeah, distribution is the hardest part, and more of it, it's like it's taken the most time because you can like contact 100 YouTubers and like you can find only one who will reply to you and like share your links, even if it's a new YouTubers. It's just very hard to start a snowball. I sometimes shy away from self-promotion. I need to get over that. What do you mean by that? To promote where? I mean self-promotion where? In general, or like at your job or somewhere? Like ask people to use your product? Do you create your products, or you just work in a company, or you're like entrepreneur or something? Like marketing into the public? Yeah, marketing is the hardest part. That like this is like kinda like part of the reason why I decided to start streaming, because when you work yourself without anyone, I'm a developer, but I'm trying to make stuff on the side. Wow, side projects. This is very nice. I wish you a good luck, because if you are like talented, like experienced developer, you can create something that will work out. But yeah, for you, it might be like the most difficult part is to promote it. I launched an app some time back, but I don't have much users. Yeah, but at least you did it, and you can make your lessons from it. You can check your analytics and improve. Like you have the thing to work on. I don't know how to say, like you have information to move forward, you know. I think this is most important, because you can check how many users you got and why you don't have many, and then you can move to another app or to another improvements which will lead to more users. It's only been a month, but I think the marketing ain't working. Did you spend money for marketing, or you trying to like marketing for free? Because I've spent a few hundreds for my website, and I figured out that the best marketing is free when you start organic. This is nice, because if you can't like grow organically at the beginning, I think it's very hard. I mean, it's very easy just to spend money for nothing, because I've tried Google ads, I've tried Facebook ads, and some different channels of marketing, and I think the best is organic and Google ads. But Google ads take too much money at the beginning, which is hard to convert to customers. I just got more sellers from ads than customers. The thing is, I don't know if people like it or not, because they never ever saw it or download it. Did you try to to stream or to make videos about it? Because I think like social media is most important things like when you start. Like I started streaming and I also want to create videos about marketplace. I'm on most social media. And are you making videos? So like are you streaming about your product or just like making posts and videos? How can Twitch come into play? How will I use it to show my already made app? Like you can show how you're working on it, for example, like I'm trying to do, or I don't know, it depends on what you're doing and what your app is for. Can you like tell me about rep? What is your like idea and the main problem which you're trying to find this solution for? Because I think like most important is to find a real problem and to create a very cheap and easy solution for it, because otherwise it will be very hard to create a successful product, in my opinion. It's a mental wellness journaling app. I wanted this app for myself, so I thought I'll just create it and see. Wow, this is nice idea, but as I heard, like as I know, there are plenty of apps which are created with AI, because when like AI coding was invented, there was a boom of to-do apps, like to-do list apps, like general wellness and journaling app. Like it's it I think like it's just my opinion, like it's hard to start with it, because yeah, it's extremely like oversaturated. And like even if you keep on working, like if you kept on working and like show some results, it's very hard to do something without very nice social media, I guess. Because like if you create a website, you can improve SEO, like you can improve your stats, yeah, but if you have an app, it's even more harder. Like even if you create a website for your app, people will not spend time, will not spend time on it, then it will not show any results to Google, because Google have like more than 100 of things which they analyze. For example, how much time like a user spent on your website, or did he like left your website after Google. So I think it's very hard. Like 10 years ago, I think market was completely different. Well, I guess it will be just, yeah. Or you will think about what could you create that will be more profitable, and then you will create another second app which might be like more successful than first one, because you never know like what will lead you to your successful app or your successful side project. And every fail for real, it brings you closer to success. And if you even if you keep on failing, if you don't stop, one day you might find a successful idea. This one was close to my heart though. This is good because like if you care about wellness and if you want to push it to another people, it's very good, but you need to find the way how to monetize it, like how to make money off of it. I think like wellness or like health industry is very hard to start, and if I would do something about health, I think the best way is just to contact companies which are already making money from it, like any kind of companies, like research teams or clinics, or like I don't know, anyone who are involved in health industry, and then you can contact them and like to propose them your services. I don't know. For example, I know there are many labs which are using AI to create new drugs, like new drugs for heart or like some rare diseases. And without AI, like they could never like, I know there are some drugs which were created just because of AI, because like AI can try to compare such different things which a human will never, like will never ever think about it. Yeah, right about just yeah, because this is true. I think like health industry is most like it needs AI the most, because we have a lot of like problems with health in general, like cancer problems, you know, many, like basically science still doesn't know the reasons of cancer, for example. And I think this is a huge problem for humanity. Like even if you ask like AI about like biggest problems with for humanity, like I think most of them are related to health. And I'm not even talking about like endless life, you know, the solution for like how to live endlessly, because this is bullshit. Like basically like basic problems like why people have cancer and why some people are successfully cured from it but others are dying from it, or like any problems related to nerves, yeah, to nerve system. Yeah, I'm just trying like not to get even related with it because it's too much responsibility when you work with real humans. That's why I work only with games and gamers, because there are less responsibility. If you fail, like if you fail your boosting order, no one gonna hurt or die from it. Yeah, I don't want to take such responsibility. It's just an ideas, you know. But like I truly believe that like AI companies in future they will make a lot of money from these services. Like Elon Musk is doing Neuralink. He's like trying to let completely blind people see again, to completely deaf people like hear again, you know. I think this industry is very open for new technologies, because like he must have some competitors who are working on the same solutions. It's completely out of hand. so many different problems after one simple task. It shouldn't be like that. Got a drop now. It was really nice chatting you. Thanks for tips. Also, thank you so much, man. Thank you for support and follow. I wish you all the best too, and just keep on trying, keep on working, and it should be fine. Thanks. Thank you for your support, man. You too. You too, man. Future millionaire or even a billionaire if you're a developer. You have a lot of space for growth, you know. Because if you became like a developer before AI coding, like you can create something bigger, I think, if you think about it enough. I mean, if you focus on it enough. I hope this thing will deploy. I need to ask Codex why is it taking so long every time, and if he can do something with it. I think it's doing too much of useless work, but I'm not sure. It looks suspiciously good. I think we're close to successful deployment.
Here we come a-caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a-wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and to you glad Christmas too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la.
'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Got a drip, put it on, turn a king from a pawn. Royal blood is running strong, sing it fa la la.
The party got me spitting while the Fahrenheit is slipping. Catch me hunting while you're waiting, celebrate until it's gone. Rock.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
O'er the fields we go,
Laughing all the way.
Bells on bobtails ring,
Making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse
Please just deploy. Just deploy successfully. This is all I'm asking for. It is taking too fucking long. Too long. Yeah, I will improve it. I will completely change this deployment system because it's doing too much not needed work. It's just doing too many excessive tests.
Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. things you're doing at night, trips to wherever feels right, doing it all just to feel things. Drinking's enough of a vice, drugs just are suiting you right. You were just fine as a real thing. And you know, I don't know what you say. And you know, all of a sudden you say you don't want me no more. All of a sudden you say that I'll close the door. It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. I can't recover from our last conversation. You call me weak and you tested my manhood as we yelled at each other. You wanted me to go and put my hands on you just to show you I love you. You know I can't jeopardize both our reputation. It's by what you say, it's by what you choose to do with yourself this summer. You're acting out, you know you love to see me down, stressing over something. And you know, I don't know what you say. And you know, all of a sudden you say you don't want me no more. All of a sudden you say that I'll close the door. It don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me what you say.
5 minutes. Not bad. But it used to be faster. But around 5 minutes, to be honest. I know what I need to implement next. I need to fix this deployment speed because this is not acceptable. It's doing too much excessive work, too much. It needs to be fixed for sure. I just want to eat some potato chips at this point. It's very hard to handle it.
Take a hit from the bong, then the bong.
Well, I knew he's hiding somewhere.
Okay guys, I think it is getting out of hand and I will end this stream now. And on the next stream I will already start with a new improved deployment system, which must be like 10 times faster because I basically like complete this task in 10 minutes and for 2 hours it's just trying to deploy it. It's crazy. So thank you for watching and see you on the next stream.